Be prepared. What about to happen on April 18th hasn't been seen for over 200 years, and most people have no idea what's coming. This isn't just another planetary alignment. This is Mercury and Neptune meeting at exactly 0 degrees. Aries, the cosmic reset point of the universe, is about to open a portal that will shift consciousness in ways most can't comprehend. This rare Mercury-Neptune conjunction isn't just rare, it's transformative, and if you're feeling strange sensations, already sudden flashes of insight, vivid dreams that feel more real than reality, or thoughts that seem to come from somewhere beyond yourself, keep watching, because there's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now, and I'll explain it later. So stay tuned, but first you need to understand why April 18th isn't just another day on the calendar. This is a cosmic event that astrologers and spiritual seekers have been anticipating for decades. The last time Mercury and Neptune align at this exact point, 0 degrees. Aries, the very first degree of the zodiac, was in the 1800s. That's over 200 years ago, and make no mistake, this conjunction isn't just about two planets crossing paths in the sky. It's about what happens when the planet of the mind, Mercury, merges with the planet of dreams and spiritual vision, Neptune, at the degree that represents new beginnings. This is about the veil between worlds getting so thin that the lines between thought and intuition, between logic and magic, between what you know and what you sense, they all begin to blur. But here's the thing, not everyone will be ready for what's coming, because while some will receive profound downloads and life-changing insights, others might find themselves lost in confusion, unable to distinguish between divine guidance and wishful thinking. And that's why knowing what about to happen isn't just helpful, it's essential. The cosmic reset button has been pressed. Something massive is shifting in the heavens, and you're about to feel it firsthand on April 18th. 2025, Mercury, the planet of thought, communication, and perception, will align perfectly with Neptune, the planet of dreams, spirituality, and the collective unconscious. But that's not what makes this truly exceptional. What makes this conjunction unlike any other is where it's happening at 0 degree Aries. This isn't just any degree in astrology. This is known as Aries point, the very first degree of the entire zodiac. Well, it's like cosmic New Year's Day. It's a reset button for reality itself. The last time these two planets met at precisely this point was over 2 centuries ago. Think about that. The world was completely different then. No electricity, no internet, no modern technology. And now, as we stand at the edge of artificial intelligence and global transformation, these planets meet again at the same critical point. This isn't coincidence. This is cosmic time in the universe. Doesn't make mistakes, and neither does the sky. This alignment signals the beginning of a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving reality, a new way of communicating with each other and with the divine. And here's what's happening already. The boundaries between your conscious mind and your higher self are starting to dissolve. That strange feeling you've been having lately, that sense that you know things you shouldn't know, that you can see beyond the surface of everyday life, that's this energy already reaching you, already changing the way your mind works. You're being prepared for something bigger. Then you realize you're being tuned like an instrument to receive frequencies that most people can't even detect. But this is just the beginning of what's about to unfold. Your dreams are getting more vivid for a reason. Have you noticed it yet? The dreams that feel more real than reality, the ones where you wake up feeling like you've been somewhere else entirely, where the images stay with you throughout the day, haunting you, calling to you. If you've been experiencing this lately, it's not random. It's not just your imagination. The Mercury-Neptune conjunction is already affecting your dream state, already pulling back the curtain between worlds. Neptune rules the realm of dreams, the subconscious, the parts of your mind that communicate in symbols and feelings rather than words. And Mercury, it processes information, makes connections, helps you understand when these two forces merge, especially at the Aries point. Your dreams become more than just dreams. They become doorways, messages from your higher self, from guides from the collective unconscious. They all flow through more easily. Now pay attention to what you're seeing in those dreams. Write them down, the symbols that keep appearing, the people you meet, the places you visit. They're all significant because right now your dream world is giving you previews of possibilities, glimpses of potential futures, insights that your conscious mind couldn't access on its own. Some of you might even be experiencing lucid dreams, moments of awareness within the dream state where you realize you're dreaming and can control what happens next. This is your consciousness expanding your mind, recognizing that the boundaries between states of being are thinner than you've been taught. And if you've been waking up at strange hours, especially between 3 and 4 a.m., that's part of it too. Your body is tuning itself to cosmic time, to the rhythm of this rare alignment that's approaching your being prepared, whether you recognize it or not. The question is, will you dismiss these experiences, or will you recognize them for what they truly are? Communications from beyond the veil. The truth about Mercury's illusion is not what you think. Everyone talks about Mercury retrograde bringing confusion. Everyone warns about Neptune creating illusion. But when these two planets align at 0 degrees Aries, something entirely different happens, something that few people understand. Here's the truth: what looks like illusion is actually clarity. What feels like confusion is actually the dissolving of false perception, because Mercury represents your analytical mind, the part that categorizes labels and tries to make logical sense of the world. And Neptune represents the truth that exists beyond logic, beyond words, beyond the limitations of a human mind. When they meet, especially at this powerful degree, it's not about Mercury being clouded by Neptune's fog. It's about Mercury being elevated by Neptune's vision. It's your logical mind being given access to spiritual insight that it normally can't perceive. As conjunction isn't creating illusion, it's stripping away the illusions you've been living with your entire life. The illusion that you're separate from everyone else. The illusion that what you can see with your physical eyes is all that exists. The illusion that your thoughts are entirely your own. For some, this will feel disorienting when the foundations of your reality start to shift. It's natural to feel unsteady, but this isn't about losing your grip on reality. It's about recognizing that reality is far vaster, far more complex, and far more magical than you've been led to believe. The visions you're receiving now, the insights that seem to come from nowhere, the sudden knowing, this isn't your mind playing tricks on you. This is your mind expanding beyond its usual limitations, catching glimpses of a reality that's always been there, just beyond your normal perception. And here's the most important part: whatever reveals itself to you during this time isn't random. It's specifically what you need to see, specifically what you need to understand for the next phase of your journey. The universe doesn't waste energy. Every insight, every vision, every realization has a purpose. Your job is to pay attention. You'll experience synchronicities that cannot be ignored. Pay attention. The world around you is about to get strange in the most meaningful way possible when Mercury and Neptune align at 0 degrees Aries. The boundary between coincidence and synchronicity completely dissolves. What might seem like random events will reveal themselves as messages, as guidance, as confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. You might notice numbers repeating, seeing 111, 222, or other patterns. Everywhere you look, you might think of someone you haven't spoken to in years, only to have them call you minutes later. You might overhear a conversation that perfectly answers a question you've been asking yourself. A book might fall off a shelf, opening to exactly the page you needed to read. These aren't coincidences, these are signs that the fabric of reality is responding to your consciousness in real time. The Mercury and Neptune conjunction is creating a field where your thoughts, your questions, your focus, they're all immediately reflected back to you through the external world. And the closer we get to April 18th, the more intense these synchronicities will become. Why? Because this conjunction is happening at the Aries point, the degree of manifestation, the point where the inner world and the outer world meet. Some of you might even experience moments where time seems to slow down or speed up, where you have the uncanny sense of having lived a moment before, where reality itself feels more like a dream than your actual dreams do. This isn't your imagination. This is your perception expanding to recognize the deeper patterns that have always been there. Pay close attention to what catches your eye during this time, the song lyrics that suddenly stand out to you, the quote you can't get out of your head, the symbol that keeps appearing in unexpected places. These aren't random. These are breadcrumbs leading you toward understanding, toward alignment, toward the path that your soul already recognizes. The universe is speaking to you now more clearly than ever. The question is, are you listening? Spiritual channels are opening, whether you're ready or not. Something is happening to your energy field, a transformation so subtle yet so profound that most won't even realize it until it's already complete. As Mercury and Neptune approach their exact conjunction at 0 degrees, Aries, spiritual channels that have been dormant within you are beginning to activate. This isn't metaphorical. This is energetic reality. Your crown chakra, the energy center at the top of your head that connects you to higher consciousness, is being stimulated by this rare alignment. Some of you might be feeling pressure or tingling at the crown of your head. Others might experience sudden headaches that come and go without explanation. This isn't just physical. This is your energy body adapting to receive higher frequencies. For those who've been on a spiritual path, this will feel like an amplification of abilities you've already been developing. Your intuition becomes sharper, your ability to sense energy becomes clearer, the voice of your higher self becomes louder, more distinct from your own thoughts. But for those who haven't been consciously working with spiritual energy, this activation might feel disorienting. You might find yourself suddenly sensitive to environments, to people's emotions, to unseen presences that you've never noticed before. You might catch glimpses of light in your peripheral vision or feel touched when no one is there. This isn't your imagination, and you're not losing your mind. You're gaining access to perceptions that have always been available, but that your conscious mind has been trained to filter out. The veil is thinning, and what lies beyond it is becoming visible, whether you've been preparing for it or not. But remember, when I mentioned there's one specific reason why you've been experiencing strange sensations already. This is it. Your spiritual channels are opening in preparation for this conjunction. Your higher self, your guides, the collective consciousness, they're all reaching out to you now, helping you adjust before the full intensity of this alignment hits on April 18th. Some will embrace this, others will resist it, but fighting against this expansion is like try to hold back the tide. This conjunction isn't asking for your permission. It's simply revealing what's always been true, that you are more than your physical body, more than your conscious mind, more than the identity you constructed in this lifetime. You'll feel a strange new clarity after the storm in the days following April 18th, after Mercury and Neptune have completed their exact alignment at 0 degrees Aries. Something unexpected will happen. The mental fog that many associate with Neptune won't just linger, it will lift in a dramatic way, revealing a clarity unlike anything you've experienced before. This isn't ordinary clarity. This isn't just your mind working efficiently, solving problems, making logical connections. This is clarity that combines the best of Mercury's analytical precision with Neptune's expansive vision. It's like suddenly being able to see both the details and the big picture At the same time, without effort, without strain, ideas that seemed impossible to articulate will suddenly flow through you. Effortlessly creative solutions to problems that have been stumping you for months might appear as if they were obvious. All along, conversations will flow with a strange new ease, as if you can sense exactly what needs to be said and exactly how to say it. But the most profound shift will be in how you perceive your own path forward. Decisions that have felt impossibly complex, choices that have kept you awake at night, they suddenly simplify, not because the situation has changed, but because your perspective has expanded. You can see further down the road. Now you can perceive possibilities that were invisible to you before. This is the gift of the Mercury Neptune conjunction. At the Aries point, it doesn't just cloud your thinking temporarily, it transforms how you think permanently. It's like an upgrade to your operating system, allowing your mind to process information in ways it couldn't before. Some people will receive sudden downloads, complete packages of information, inspiration, or understanding that arrive all at once. Others will notice a more gradual shift, a new ease in connecting dots, in sensing the unseen threads that connect seemingly unrelated events or ideas. Either way, what emerges after this conjunction is a mind that bridges world of consciousness, that can navigate both the practical demands of daily life and the expansive vision of spiritual awareness. This isn't about losing yourself in Neptune's ocean. It's about learning to swim there while still remembering the shore. The next 40 days will redefine your reality. The conjunction may peak on April 18th, but its effects won't fade immediately. For the next 40 days, a spiritually significant time frame found across various traditions, you'll be in an integration period where the seeds planted during this alignment begin to grow in ways you couldn't have anticipated. This 40-day window isn't random. It's a complete cycle period of transformation and testing in biblical tradition. 40 days mark times of trial and revelation. In many spiritual practices, 40 days is considered the minimum time needed for deep neural rewiring, for new patterns to become established. During this period, you might find yourself revisiting decisions you thought were final, reconnecting with people you thought were out of your life for good, or returning to ideas you had previously abandoned. This is a regression. It's spiral evolution you're covering. Familiar ground, but from a higher perspective with new insight. And here's what's most important: the changes that occur during these 40 days won't be temporary. The realizations you have, the connections you make, the inspiration you receive, these aren't fleeting effects of a passing aspect. These are fundamental shifts in your consciousness that will remain long after the astrological event has passed. Some of you will experience complete transformations in how you communicate, finding yourself suddenly able to express ideas that once felt too complex or too subtle for words. Others would develop new creative abilities, as if channels to the imagination have been permanently widened. Many will notice a strange new relationship with time itself, as if you can sense the patterns connecting past, present, and future more clearly than before. A moment of deja vu might increase dreams, might reveal events before they happen. Your intuitive sense of timing, of when to act and when to wait, will become more refined. And for those who have been spiritually seeking, this 40-day period might bring the breakthrough you've been waiting for. The meditation practice that once felt mechanical suddenly opens doors. Profound states of consciousness, the spiritual texts that once seemed obscure suddenly reveal their deeper meanings. A connection to guidance that once felt tenuous becomes clear and reliable. Whatever your personal journey, these 40 days will reshape your relationship with reality itself. The only question is, will you consciously participate in this transformation, or will you let it happen to you? If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.